you're enjoying this content, please hit that like and subscribe button. We need you here.
Alright, look, I mean, if you go anywhere on the internet right now, any of these fan sites, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel this bubbling, roiling tension within fandom as they slowly form a mob, as they collectivize in grief, rage, and anger at David Zaslav and the loss of Batgirl. They never knew how much they loved. Who is this? Leslie Grace was there. Oh, Leslie Grace. We've always loved Leslie Grace. I mean, really, this is just terrible. She was cheated. Oh, Leslie Grace was cheated out of the role of a lifetime. This is a disaster for everyone involved, but mostly us. And who's responsible? Straight white man with a big toothy smile and sunglasses. The worst kind. He reminds us of Trump, my friends. He reminds us of Trump. And it is going to get weird. It could actually get dangerous. So, I mean, listen, I hope not. God forbid. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. You're listening to me, Ethan Van Sciver, 29-year veteran of the comic book industry. Hey, 20 of those years were spent at DC Comics. So, like I say, I care. I really care about all of these characters. I want to see the best for them. I want to see something good come of this new change. If you're new around here, would you do me a favor? And a lot of you are. Thank you so much. This channel has grown so much in the past 2 weeks because of you, because of new people who have come on board and enjoyed what I've been doing. I've been making these short videos again. People enjoy them. People are letting me know in the comments. I enjoy reading your comments. I enjoy having you here and collaborating with you in making fun of what's going on in the mainstream in Hollywood and comics. Would you please do me a favor? Please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, join me here, join us, and those of you who are my longtime loyal subscribers, people who are always here, thank you so much. You've been with me since 2017, some of you. Love you guys. Do me a favor, do what you always do. Please hit the like, share this video, and always leave me comments. I think I've proven by now that I read all of the comments, interact with questions when I can. I really like that, and thank you. It helps the channel immensely. We're heading towards 150,000 subscribers. We're going to get there soon. All right, on to the video by Debdipta Bhattacharya. Very good. They were trying to figure out the ending. What? I thought this movie was finished, everyone. My goodness, I thought they'd put a completed masterpiece, a work of profound, agonizing genius, and they've taken it and they've shelved it, and we're never going to get to see it. And boy, who's responsible and how do we punish them? Are you telling me that they didn't even have an ending yet? They didn't have an ending. Batgirl plot revealed, hinting that the movie had small stakes. Okay. With Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman Easter egg. Oh no, Michelle Pfeiffer was going to be in this. This is just one more reason to pick up a torch, pitchforks, and go on the rampage. Let's form an angry mob. You know what? I've never gotten to be in an angry mob before. Certainly, I've had my opportunities. Never gone along with it. Let me get with fandom. I want to yell and scream about how angry I am that Batgirl isn't going to see the light of day. Anybody want to join me with this? Why, it was going to have the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. The Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman was going to be in this. Why, it only makes sense because the Michael Keaton Batman was going to be in it. So why wouldn't the Michelle Pfeiffer... Can we get the Danny DeVito Penguin? Can we get that horror show back in the... Maybe that would have been a surprise that we don't even know. Like, that could have been in there, and we were robbed of it by David Zaslav. David Zaslav, worst human being on the face of the earth. Oh, he's terrifying. He's got big white chiclet teeth, and he smiles. He wears, what does he wear? He wears shirts with those vests, those pullover vests from, where do those come from? I got to get some of those. He's making those fashionable. Wearing those pullover vests, that seems to be the future of, trolling, I guess. Trolling fandom. All right. The news of Batgirl being shelved by Warner Brothers has upset the DC fans beyond comprehension. I told you. Like, you can't even comprehend how upset they are. Imagine being the most upset that you've ever been in your life and then compound that like 50 quadrillion times. That is, you can't even comprehend it. You can't conceive of it. You know, we're talking about, universal, like the size of the universe. And they won't stop. They absolutely will not stop about this. They have not given up. It's like Snyder fandom. Like they are very angry about it. They were very angry about the Snyder cut. Are they that upset about the Suicide Squad? What is that guy? His cut of the Suicide Squad? They don't seem to be. He couldn't get that off the ground the way that Snyder did. The movie, which was directed by Adil El Abi and Balal Falah, saw its completion and was finishing up its post-production process. That's interesting. It seems as though there was no ending. Isn't that what we just heard? Several reports have surfaced online which reveal interesting Easter eggs about the film and where exactly it would have stood in the overarching DC Extended Universe narrative. Cancelled. Let me see. For what? For a tax break? MCU star Zoe Saldana slams Warner Brothers for its greedy move. Oh, the greed. The greedy move to cancel Batgirl calls the decision atrocious. Well, that's why you shouldn't put women in charge of the pocketbook, ever. Batgirl Easter eggs revealed. Oh no. Singer, songwriter, actress, whose role in the world appreciated in the musical drama In the Heights, is that correct? Was set to lead the premise of the now canned HBO Max film. Joining her were other actors such as J.K. Simmons in the role of James Gordon, Michael Keaton, who was to see his return as Batman. Why did they got Michael Keaton to agree to be Batman again, and then they put him in all of these clown shows that are never going to see the light of day? Why did they do that to me? I actually was interested in seeing Michael Keaton be Batman. And then Brendan Fraser, who was set to play Firefly, a notable DC supervillain. That's all you want to say about Firefly, that he's a notable DC supervillain? Okay. I don't care. I'm not adding to this. You know what? Don't ask me to add to your article. I don't need to add any information about Firefly. You should. Wikipedia is right there. I think they have Wikipedia in India, too. Upon its unfortunate cancellation, a decision which was made keeping in mind the latest strategies laid down by President and CEO of Warner Brothers Discovery, David Zaslav, a hero to all mankind. Matthew Belloni, his last name is Belloni. Is it Belloni or is it Matthew Belloni? That's so wonderful. The host of the Spotify podcast, The Town, shed some light on potential Easter eggs that fans would have seen, but now will not see ever. You'll never see them in Batgirl. Okay? The ex-editor for The Hollywood Reporter mentioned how he talked to a person. Okay, I believe that. So far, I believe him. Who was a witness. All right, now it's getting sketchy. To a test screening of the film. Do I believe this? This is like fourth person now. And apparently the stakes were quite small. Okay. Additional details. That makes me sad. That sentence makes me sad, and then I read it and I looked at the spelling. I went, the stakes, the consequences, Okay, I thought you meant like, if there were nice little fillets, it would have been good. Additional details also point to how the film would have been set in the DCEU after the events of The Flash, which would explain Michael Keaton's involvement as the Batman in both projects. The sexiest women ever, ranked in order. Number 113. That's being kind. An Easter egg which hinted at Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. Look how great she was. This was when DC could get movies done. They were good. Everybody got excited about them. A Batman movie was rare. It was an event. It was a reason to go to Burger King and buy a 36-ounce drink because you get a Batman cup. Among the many disclosures that have come to surface, what is this? Michael Keaton's Batman to don a blue batsuit. Okay. Among the many disclosures that have come to the surface, one of them has hinted at a Catwoman Easter egg in Batgirl, specifically the one played by Michelle Pfeiffer in the Tim Burton-directed Batman Returns. Be more specific than that, please. This is what Baloney said. His name's Baloney. In his podcast. He's telling you things that he's heard, and his name's Baloney. I am skeptical. They do show Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman mask, a nice little Easter egg, although Michelle Pfeiffer not in the movie. You couldn't get Michelle Pfeiffer to be in this movie? Why not? She was busy being Eminem's mom. Was she Eminem's mom in 8 Mile? I think she was. Where is she? Bring her back. Make her be Catwoman again. Say, you're not doing anything. What are you doing? You're not doing. This is how I would approach getting stars to be in movies. Like, old stars. I pick up the phone. I call them up. I'd say, "Yo, I need you to be Catwoman again." She'd be like, "What?" I'd be like, "What? You're not doing nothing, are you? What are you doing? You're not doing. What are you doing? You're not doing nothing right now. I looked at your IMDb page. You ain't doing nothing. So be Catwoman, okay? See you soon." And then I'd hang up the phone. I think it would work. I think that kind of negging effect. Besides the Catwoman reference, which may have been a great trip down the nostalgia lane, Batgirl was also allegedly set to have a Jason Todd reference. Highly distinguished character. Nothing else that you want to highly distinguished, notable, in the DC universe, who became the second Robin after Dick Grayson, and he was beaten to death with a crowbar. Is that going to happen in this movie? You want to have Jason Todd get beaten to death by a crowbar in this movie? I might want to see it. However, the character itself was not supposed to make an actual appearance in the film. Women from the 80s that are too stunning for real life. Does that mean they're dead? Plot points that the fans of DC would have been rewarded with if it were not for the film's cancellation. Allegedly revolved around Barbara Gordon and her multiple boyfriends. Ooh. One of them may have been the character who was set to be played by theater performer and actor Ethan Kai. The film also intended to focus on Batgirl's multiple encounters with mob bosses. Wow. One of the most important details that would have been unearthed from Baloney's podcast also hints at how Fraser's Firefly as a villain was going to be. Apparently, the supervillain in the film was simply a guy donning a suit who may or may not have killed Batgirl's mother early on. I'm going to say may not have. He didn't. He didn't do it. This setup would have primarily, innocent until proven guilty, would have primarily allowed for a different origin story of the superheroine, one that was stolen from Flash Rebirth by me and Jeff Johns. While such claims of a complex, convoluted plot are only speculative, these details do add to the list of woes of DC fans. While the stakes may have been small, again, the Batgirl film, written by Christina Hodson, who has written tragically awful films and stuff for DC. Hold on a second. So we're not working with Clint Eastwood anymore, but we are working with Christina Hodson. Why? Writer and producer known for Birds of Prey, Bumblebee, and Shot In, of course. Yeah, so let's keep going in this direction, fellas. Seems like a good plan. Warner Brothers Equity and Inclusion Report: The Power of Stories. I believe in the power of stories. Oh, this is Christy Halbegger, Communications and Chief Inclusion Officer, recently been excluded from Warner Brothers. We're showing progress. We've got 29% people of color, up from 5%, up 5% from 2019. So we're increasing those margins. This is for real. This is their ESG report, by the way. Here's Walter Hamada here. See what Walter Hamada has to say about things. Walter, hold on a second. My focus is on delivering a wide spectrum of movies that will appeal to audiences around the world. We want to use our diverse collection of characters to tell stories in every genre. We will be building out our interconnected universe, but will always embrace great stories. Superhero movies are obviously heightened realities, but we still believe they should reflect the world we live in. There are plenty of white male superheroes. We want to see more women and people of color inhabit our universe. Unless the core of the character is defined by their race or gender, I believe that we are free to cast the best actor for the role and then call the fans bigots. We are working with more women and people of color behind the camera. Writers like Christina Hodson and Ta-Nehisi Coates. All right, this is our boy Walter Hamada here. Christina Hodson he mentions. He's working with a writer like Christina Hodson, writer of Batgirl. What was going on here, my friend? DC Films' Walter Hamada was on the brink of exit after Batgirl cancellation. What is going on, dude? What? I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. You simp. It's none of my business. It's none of my business. I don't want to know. All I know is that David Zaslav's here, and no more of that hanky-panky. That's not going to fly. That is not going to fly around here. Not with David Zaslav. It's all about the bottom line. It's all about dollars. Dollars. If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. All right. What else here? Okay. Anyway, moving on. Sexiest women ranked in order. Did we finish this article? I hope so. Written by Christina Hodson. It was a fairly anticipated endeavor and a relatively exciting project, which sadly fans no longer have the chance to witness. At least for now. Wait a second. Where's the part about there not being an ending? Did you, Debdipta Karaya? Did you forget that? Did you forget to write the part about how they were trying to figure out the ending? So these guys buried the lead here, I guess. Actually, they didn't even write it. They didn't even write the. They didn't write this. We read the whole article. It looks like they didn't even really have an ending for Batgirl. That's common. That does happen, where they get everything done. They just don't know how to end it. Could be that was the situation with this movie as well. Very, very, very interesting. Guys, there's a lot of weird stuff going on that we're not privy to. Like I said, it's none of our business. But we will continue to laugh at it right here on Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Thank you for watching. Please like, share this video, leave me comments, let me know what you think of this, and I'll be back again with another video. Take care. Hello Indiegogo backers. CyberFrog 2 Wrecked Planet Second Chance campaign is live on Indiegogo right now, just in time to join the fight for independent comics. We need your support. Back it today, links in the description below.
The All Caps Comics eBay store is live for all of your non-soy comic book needs. Whether it's CyberFrog, Starblades, or Rainbow the Brute, ask for it in all caps. Check out the link in the description below. Hey, come follow me on Twitter, @EthanVanSkyver.